My name's Dana Walker and I'm the director and founder of Built by Us. My business is a recruitment consultancy, but it's more than that. It's recruitment and support, and I'm particularly aiming to get diverse talent into the construction industry, which is the industry that I've trained and worked in for most of my career. I started as an electrician, so I started on the installation side. One of the first things I had to do was to actually just navigate getting into people's properties. I was doing a lot of repair and maintenance in people's homes. So they'd open the door and they'd see a woman and they'd be like, okay, why are you here? And then you go, I'm the electrician, and honestly, some people just shut the door. I used to hear a lot, I'm not being funny, love, but you're probably going to blow my house up. So I'd have to have this kind of conversation and negotiation with people every single time. And then being an architect, I was really interested in social housing, in housing that was going to be for everybody. So often you go along to meetings and things and people didn't think you were the architect. They would either think you're one of the residents or maybe that you work for the local authority, none of which is an insult, but it was interesting how people sort of interacted with you differently. And on occasion that means that sometimes you're not sort of part of the conversation. So you'll be sitting in a room in a meeting and everyone's kind of addressing questions to everybody else in the room, but not necessarily including you. So that can be quite a difficult thing to sort of to navigate. But once you kind of recognise that that's what's going on and you get used to that being the case, you can sort of develop strategies for sort of dealing with it and making sure that people understand why you're there. I think people do kind of make an assessment of, you know, what they think you know and who they think you are based on how you look. This happens to everybody. But then that means, for me, that people seem to assume that I know very little. So I have had it on occasion where people are trying to explain to me, how the construction industry works or how business works, and you're sitting there going, really? Wow. I think I wish I'd known how much people want you to succeed, how much support there is out there. Also, I wish I'd started earlier. I think I spent quite a long time thinking it through. Is this the right thing to be doing? You know, is this the right time? But yeah, now that I've actually done it, I think, oh gosh, I could have started this, 2-3 years ago. For anyone starting a business, and particularly women starting a business, the first thing you need to lead is yourself. Leading yourself means having that kind of self-awareness and sort of trusting your gut. And I know it's one of those things that people say it's quite cliched, but it's so true. Spending time second-guessing yourself, spending time not being sure is a waste of time. I think women should also be aware that they can be completely themselves. That's one of the most exciting things actually about being an entrepreneur. You're leading your own business and you can be the leader that you've always wanted to have.